Hi everyone, in today's video you will see my first CND Plexigel application. So this is not really a how-to video, but rather watch me work video. It's a in real-time video. So I've been a nail technician for over 20 years. I've worked with many different brands and I have a lot of experience with gel, so I feel comfortable sharing with you my first impressions about this product and how it compares to other gels. And there's also something that honestly shocked me about CND instructions when it comes to this gel, and I will talk about this later. First of all, what is CND Plexigel? So Plexigel is a builder in a bottle type of gel, a very simple system designed to create easy, clear, natural nail overlays, and you can also extend with this product. It's a hard gel, so it should be very color stable, but the base coat and the top coat do include solvents, so the product can be removed by soaking off if the client wants to remove the enhancements for good. The line comes with 4 simple products: bonder, shaper, which is an overlay product, builder, the product that you extend with, and a protector top coat. And this will be a simple natural nail overlay, so I will not be adding length, but I'm just going to be adding a clear strengthening layer to the natural nails. First of all, I chose a real client with real unperfect nails to show you how this product works on the average salon client, because not everybody has perfect nails. And this is not a regular client of mine, and I'm not sure really what kind of product she previously had on her nails, but I think it was a hard gel overlay that she removed, and I know she's used to hard gels. So I started this manicure by asking my client to wash her hands, and I will be, according to CND instructions, doing a dry manicure. And of course, I washed my hands too. I'm using a medium grit diamond file to shape her nails, which is kind of equivalent to 180-240 grit. I really like these files because they're very thin, they're very sturdy, and they don't have sharp edges, so it's very safe to use. I know that many people believe that filing back and forth is not too good for natural nails and that it somehow damages the nails, but I think it's an old wives' tale, to be honest with you. What matters more, according to Doug Schoon, is the grit of the file, so the coarseness of the file, not if you file back and forth with the file. And Doug Schoon is a renowned scientist and chemist, one of the most respected experts in the nail care area. So low grits or very coarse grits, which is like 80 or 100 grit, that can tear the nails for sure. But finer grits like 240 grit is very safe to use to shorten the nails, and it doesn't matter if you file in one or both directions. Sometimes if the nails feel a little sharp at the ends, I sometimes run a buffing block to smooth the free edges, so the tips of the nails, if they feel a little rough or sharp. After shaping, I quickly pushed back the skin in the cuticle area, which is proximal nail fold, which exposes the cuticle, which is the non-living tissue. And if you're interested more on this topic, you have to see one of my recent videos where I explained what cuticle is and what cuticle isn't. And I will link this video in the description box, and I will have a timestamp so you can quickly get to the point. Now the shocking part. Yes, I used electric file to prep the natural nail. And CND actually showed for the first time, I think, in the history of nails that I know of, to prep the natural nails with electric file, because they were always very against electric file on the natural nail. To To be honest with you, I have been prepping nails for artificial nails with electric file probably for the last 20 years. Yes, for 20 years with my Erica MT20. I've had it for 20 years. And I really do believe it can be done very well and very safe. And I'm so happy to see that CND uses the same method I've been using for years. And they're using the same exactly tapered medium diamond barrel that I use. And that bit is also called sometimes prepper bit. So the key when you're using electric file is to use a very good quality electric file. A one that doesn't vibrate and one that you can use on a very low speed, because obviously high speed is a no-no on a natural nail. And the lower quality electric files very often don't start very low, so you can't adjust it. And when they sometimes do start very low, they don't have the power to maintain the speed, and they just kind of bog down, which makes it very, very difficult to work on a low speed. So a very good quality e-file is very important. Also, then no vibration makes a huge difference. It makes it very, very comfortable and very precise, because you don't want to do it for speed, you want to do it for precision. You also want to make sure that you keep the bit parallel with the nail and that you use a very, very light pressure. After removing the shine, you need to purify the nail plate with Scrub Fresh, and remember to scrub, scrub, scrub. Don't just wipe. You want to make sure that you get into the sidewalls because a lot of the oil and dust hides in the folds, so don't forget to clean it really well over there. Next step is the bonder, and the bonder is a gel. It has a very similar consistency to the CND shellac base, and apparently this bonder has an excellent bonding properties and it sticks to the nail 4 times better. I can't remember exactly which product they compared it to with the 4 times better, but it sounds good. It has to be applied very thin and evenly without missing any areas and obviously not touching any skin. And the product did apply very well, and the new brush makes it super easy to apply. The bonder is cured in the CND lamp on the first setting, which is number 1, and both CND lamps work with the system, the older, which is the open lamp, and the new closed lamp. They both have the same settings. Next is the first layer of shaper. Because I'm not building any extensions and I'm creating a thin natural nail overlay, shaper is the product to use. I was kind of surprised how thick this gel was, to be honest with you. It has a medium to thick consistency and it levels slowly. It feels a little bit more sticky and thicker than Brisa building gel. Brisa gels are also kind of thick, but they're more fluffy and easier to move around, I would say. So you need to put a little bit more pressure when you're working with this gel to move it around. I was actually curious if warming it up a little bit would make it a little bit easier to move, but I haven't tried it yet. So I tried to apply it very thin and to make sure that I wrap the free edge. This product cures on the second setting of the CND lamp called 2B, and the Brisa setting starts off with a flashing cycle to pre-cure the gel so the client doesn't experience a heat spike. I actually did a couple of my nails a few days ago with Plexigel just to try it because I couldn't wait to actually use it. And I did not experience any heat spike whatsoever. And my client also didn't feel any discomfort, any heat whatsoever. I asked her. But please remember, if your client or if you have damaged nails or if you're applying a thicker coat of gel, it is a good idea to pre-cure the gel by either flashing the nails under the lamp, or you can actually just hold the fingers on the ledge of the lamp where the light is a little bit more distant, and you can use the setting number 1 for that. And then after the flash cure, you want to cure the gel on the proper full setting for the proper cure. That is important. The second coat was meant to be applied a little bit fuller and again cured on setting 2B. And I tried to apply it as evenly as I could. And I have to say the thickness of this gel made it a little challenging. After curing this, without removing the sticky layer, you can go straight into the top coat. To be 100% honest with you, I'm not very happy with the shape. I see that the surface looks a little wavy. And I was very tempted to shape the nails after the application of shaper, but I wanted to follow the instructions exactly as they were, so I left it as is. But it did look a little wavy. So I guess that's the viscosity of the gel makes it a little bit challenging to kind of apply it very thin and very evenly. The viscosity of the top coat was really good. It's very smooth and almost velvety feeling. That's how they described it, and for real it is very smooth feeling. I don't know, it's hard to describe. And it was very easy to apply it. And I cured this coat on a setting number 3 in the CND lamp. After the final cure, the surface is left with a sticky layer, which is uncured layer, which it has to be wiped off with 99% isopropyl alcohol. And I usually wipe the nails twice just to make sure that there is no uncured gel on the client's skin, which can cause overexposure and allergic reactions eventually. The finished look was very, very smooth and shiny. I'm actually very surprised. Well, I'm actually very impressed how shiny the nails looked. There was no dull spots, there was no pulling from the free edge, there was no shrinking whatsoever. It went on really, really good. Next, I applied oil and cream to client hands, and voila. This service took me about 35 minutes, which is super quick, I have to admit. I believe that the maintenance appointment will be a little longer, I imagine, because you have to then shorten the nails and you have to remove some of the gel to perfect the shape, which takes a little bit longer than prepping the natural nail. And you also have to prep the natural nail. I will do my best to have this client back to do a follow-up service in 2 to 3 weeks, and I will make another video. And in the meantime, please list any of your questions in the comment section and I will try answering them during my next video. If you found this video helpful, please hit a like. It really helps my channel, and subscribe if you would like to see the next video. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Bye.